So this is on plotting points. It says plot each point and state the quadrant or axis where it is located. So point A, remember that these are ordered pairs, so it's always x and then y. So we go to the x first, and then we'll go to the y value from there. And we always start at the origin, which is right in the middle where x and y are both 0. So for this point we're going to go first to x is 5. So we go to 5 on the x-axis, and then y is 2. So we go up to y is positive 2. And we put a point right there. And that we're going to mark with an A to tell us that that was point A. Now remember our quadrants. We've got quadrant 1, and then quadrant 2, and then quadrant 3, and then quadrant 4. They go counterclockwise. So we can see that point A is in quadrant 1. So we'll label it quadrant 1. Point B gives us the coordinates -4, 5. So first we're going to go to x is -4, so -4 on the x-axis, and then 5 on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. And we're going to label that point B. So we've got -4 on the x, 5 on the y. So this is very much like playing, if you ever played Battleship, it's very similar to that. And we can see that point B is in quadrant 2. Our next point, C, gives us the coordinates 5, -4. So that means we're going 5 on the x, -4 on the y. So we're going to go to, from 0, 0, we're going to go right 5 units. And then we're going to go down 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is point C. And we can see point C is in quadrant 4. Now, this next point, I'm going to write it down here, says -7/2, -1. These points are always easier to plot if you turn the improper fractions into mixed numbers. So instead of -7/2, we're going to say 2 goes into 7 3 times with the remainder of 1. So it's really -3 1/2, -1. Now the tricky part of this is that -3 1/2 is halfway between -3 and -4. So we're going to have to put that in the middle. So for point D, we start at the origin 0, 0, go over to -3, and then we want to go halfway in between -3 and -4. And then we want to go down to y is -1. So notice that point is right in between 3 and 4. And then on the line where y is -1. So that's point D, and that's in quadrant 3. Now, E is 0, 4. So that's x is 0, y is 4. So that's actually going to lie on the y-axis. So we go to x is 0, y is 4. Right there. And that's point E. And so this doesn't lie on in a quadrant. We just say that it's on the y-axis. Similarly for F, where it says -5, 0, this is the x point and this is the y. So we go over to x is -5, but since y is 0, we don't go up or down from there. It's right on the x-axis. That's F. So this is on the x-axis. And that's it.